Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto video. I hope you guys all had a wonderful weekend. Mine was amazing. Having said that, let me know down below what city you're watching from. And I know I say this every so often, I ask it every so often, but it is very interesting to me just to see how many different people are watching the channel. By the way, every single like button that's pressed, I think helps with the YouTube algorithm, so I appreciate it a ton. Having said that, make sure you also go follow me over on Twitter. I like to post news here, but also just things which I think are interesting, so go check that out too. Then, King Solomon, first piece of news for today, said on Twitter, when everyone starts saying, no bear market, this time it is different, utility bull run, selling at X prices is laughable, it's going much higher, you better have a plan in place that prepares for the situation in which something doesn't go up forever. And the point here to me is that bull runs don't last indefinitely, basically. They stop at one point or another, and a bear market will come around. The problem is that it's very difficult to really pinpoint exactly when that happens, and once you are in a bull market, it kind of is going to feel like it will continue forever. So like there's never going to be a dip anymore. It's going to just continue higher and higher and higher. And it's really hard to predict exactly when the turnaround point is. To me, I would say $50,000 was a very interesting point, as that one could have been a turning point. Same thing like we saw with $20,000 before with Bitcoin. Same thing for XRP, I would say maybe like $4 or so is like a very big turning point, which you just could not get over, for example. And so forward and so on. You just have a couple of points most likely already in your head, which it's going to be very difficult to pass. And if they don't, that's really when things are going to turn around, because there's a lot of people who bought in early and they're like, well, let me take profit. And a lot of others are at a small loss and they just want to quickly get out because they're afraid because the prices have already inflated so much. Point being, be careful, because things do turn around again. Things do not last forever, the positive things at least. And so, yeah, you should understand that at one point or another, it is going to collapse. However, for XRP, if we're talking price, I do think times 10 or so is definitely still possible within a very short amount of time within this run, but you never know for certain, right? So it's not a guaranteed thing. And it could also be that we're going to have to wait one more wave for this all to really materialize. Then, Jett will be selling 38.4 or 38.34 million XRP per day this week, and this amounts to roughly 268 million XRP, or $166 million at current prices in 1 week. At this rate, his 2.9 billion XRP would run out by May, and at half that rate, 19 million per day, which is what he used to do, he would run out by mid-July. At 10 million per day by the end of the year. These are basically the three scenarios which we have right now, where he's either selling 40, 20, or 10. And if you go check out his wallet, which we've done a couple of times already on the channel here, because I like to show you guys exactly what's going on with these whales, you can see he is just sending out 19, 19, 19, 19, 19, and now already 2 days in a row he's been sending out 38, which means he'll most likely continue this on. As I don't know exactly how it goes, I think it's from Sunday to Sunday, usually. However, it is only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, no, maybe it's actually, I don't know exactly how this works. He started the 9th. I have to check here on my phone, I guess, what exactly the day was and if there's a pattern in there, because I actually do not know. The 9th was a Tuesday, and then he sold the 9th, the 10th, the 11th, the 12th, the 13th, the 14th. Okay, so he just, I guess, resumed the selling at that day. Maybe he actually never stopped, and I just cannot find it here, because he always sells at about 8. No, he doesn't. It's either 8, 4, 8, 8. He usually sells at about 8:02. Then why was this one at 4 p.m.? That is also interesting. He always sells at 8:02. That's something which the conspiracy theorists are most likely going to be diving deep into. Why did he sell so much later on the 10th, where he normally sells in the same intervals all the time? And let's see here. Yeah, it's always 8:02. That is very interesting. But let's see. This all started on the 7th. So from the 7th, which is Sunday, yeah, so it's about 1 week, I guess. So this week, from Sunday to Sunday, he is going to keep selling on 38 point something million XRP, which is a certain percentage of the total volume. This has again been locked and loaded basically with Ripple. They have the agreement set up. And then that Sunday, I guess maybe they measure it on Saturday. I have no clue. They're going to be announcing, or at least we'll see, exactly how much he can sell for the next week. And this is definitely not something which I consider positive or even nice. However, it's also not a bad thing in the sense that his selling is already known to anybody. It's not necessarily downwards pressure, as this is a whale which you would not want to have in your network if prices do amazing. This is a person which you just want to get out as soon as possible. And if he dumps the price a little bit with that, that's all fine. You just don't want an uninterested, money-hungry wolf to be in your pool, basically. Think about it that way, right? You don't want this guy around. You'd rather have him take some money, now that it's still low, and just be out completely, rather than him sitting on all his XRP and then waiting for the highest point to then dump on all of us. I would rather have it this way, 100 out of 100 times. Then guys, go check out GSX. A link is down below. I have already said it a couple of times, but I say it again. I personally have a couple $1,000s in this, and that doesn't mean you have to. But I've said it before and I'll say it again. I really consider some of these projects to be gems or just good initiatives to try out, as yes, there's a risk of losing our whole investment. It is, not gonna lie about that. However, the potential in terms of profit is always so juicy. I'm thinking, what if we go times 10, 25, 40 or stuff like that, because this coin is not even out on exchanges just quite yet. Now, how does everything work on it? You can check it all out for yourself. I'm not your dad, not a financial advisor. I'm just saying right now it's 10 cents a coin with a 14% bonus plus a 5% bonus for using my link. So it's pretty cheap, depending, of course, on where it's going to go. But in my opinion, relatively cheap. And yeah, maybe if it gets listed on exchanges, it's just going to instantly boom. Who knows? I'm not sure, but I hope it does. It's just kind of that hope and that idea that it could that gets me going. Like, what if it really does? So yeah, that is that. Moving on, has XRP accumulated enough efforts for a retest of 0.75? So the small correction that we saw overnight here has actually left a lot of people wondering again where exactly the fundamentals lie. How low should XRP really be, and are we going to fall out of the top 5 again? Now, I will say, and I'm going to stick with that I do not think we'll actually fall below the 6th spot, and today should have actually been a pretty interesting day because it's the 15th, right? Well, not really. I told you guys before as well, the 15th was going to be a big day if Ripple had not posted their documents yet. But since they already did post their documents, the 15th was basically a voided day. It's like a nothing. We knew everything already, so we learned nothing here. But I just checked my portfolio and I kind of refreshed it. And we're actually up again another maybe like 0.5, 0.7 or so percent in the last hour. Meaning, yeah, XRP is actually doing quite okay in comparison to the last time I checked, even though it looks to be going down. I guess I might have looked right around here then. Wait, no, it was like 1 hour ago. Oh, let me quickly see the 24-hour. I looked a little bit earlier. Yeah, most likely right around here. No. Damn. Maybe right around here. I'll just see that the XRP portfolio that I have open here is actually up a little bit again from the last time that I checked, which could be a couple of hours ago, maybe 1 hour ago. And if we're talking again the medium term here, I don't think we'll actually go down too low, as I still think there's some buying pressure, which is going to stay here all the way up to the 22nd. Yet, it is a little bit uncertain in the sense that we did find some very good support at 17 cents. Then, or a little bit after the 1st of February pump and dump, we had some support at about 34 cents. Not too sure exactly how supported 34 is, or exactly if we build something above there. For example, 50 cents. Is that one solid? I'm going to say no, because it's been a very recent level. 34 cents, though, is very good, but that is already 50% down from right here. A little bit less, but you guys get the idea. That is ridiculously far down from this point, and thus, yeah, concluding something for how low can we go and is this move still valid is a little bit difficult. I can't really attach too much validity to it, as I know 75 cents will be hit easily, but how low can we go before this move is invalidated? That is very uncertain to me. I would say everything above 50 cents means we're still in the clear, still in the bullish, but you could also see it differently from saying it like, okay, so the 1st of February, for example, we, I guess before we kind of, what are you going to call this, peaked, we were right around 45 cents, between 48 and 45 at kind of the first peak. If we really stay above that area before things became really unstable, yeah, I would say we're still doing good. And we have been above there for the last like 4 or 5 days or so. So as long as we stay above there, things are looking pretty damn juicy. And overall, guys, this is all short term we're talking about. This is all, can we move above 75 cents? Well, another big part of it, of course, is going to be Bitcoin. Is Bitcoin going to go above 50K? And how will Ethereum move? How will altcoins move in general? ADA, I guess we can kind of exclude that one from our list, same as, for example, Chainlink right now, is they're moving really independently. But in general, how will altcoins move over the next couple of hours as well, the next couple of days, as a move to 75 cents could happen in the span of like 24 hours. You really never know. It's really close though, as altcoins are generally still quite bullish. Then, XRP reclaims its 4th spot after skyrocketing 50% in 1 week. XRP has won back its 4th spot as its rivalry with Cardano intensifies. And I'm going to say it once more, there's a good chance it's going to be back and forth and back and forth and back and forth for a little while. There's not really one coin that's better as of this point. Cardano has strong fundamentals, very nice future outlook, but XRP really, I think, has a lot more use as of this point. The only problem is XRP, of course, is one of the most important crypto lawsuits on top of them, and Cardano really has nothing holding them back except for maybe the fact that Charles Hoskinson has a couple of interesting historical points to him, some will say. But yeah, there's not really too much holding Cardano back, so it's really at peak performance, basically. And then Ripple and XRP involved, Moja Loop considers digital assets as part of its vision. The Moja Loop Foundation relies on the Interledger protocol to drive financial inclusion. Digital assets could be part of Moja Loop's vision as a settlement and trading mechanism for cross-border transactions. This is interesting. Is it really nice, profitable, good? Theoretically speaking, yes, because while the ILP is not tied to any single company, blockchain, or currency, it is closely aligned with Ripple's and XRP by providing an interface to the XRP ledger. In addition, Moja Loop is also having a direct connection to Ripple Labs since last September as the company joined the foundation's board of directors. So, how heavily can we put this one as a positive thing? That's debatable, because you could say, yeah, it doesn't really name XRP specifically, there's not really any direct connection to it. So that's a bad thing. But Moja Loop is on the board of directors over at Ripple. So from that perspective, yeah, anything that they do, they will also most likely want to do in the benefit of Ripple. Because if you're in the board, you always have a good outlook for it, basically. Because you want it to succeed, right? You want it to all go well. So if you can kind of fuse things together, or maybe with your company, for example, company A, which is a member in board of B, if you with company A can do something which is very profitable for company B, you'll most likely try to do that if it only has benefits for company A as well, because, well, mutual benefits are even better, right? So yeah, that's my idea though. Let me know what you think about all these crypto down below. Let me know your thoughts about this right here. Do you think the tide will ever switch? And also let me know what you think about all this selling. Do you think it's bad or just neutral, like I said before? I just think his selling is not going to let any big holder really get rid of his coins, and we just want to get these guys, him and anybody like him, out of the way as soon as possible. Elon Musk even tweeted out a little bit earlier today that he would even pay some of the guys that have a lot of Doge to just get rid of their coins, as the centrality, or whatever that's called, is just too bad. So thinking about it from that perspective, yeah, if this guy with billions of XRP can get rid of some to just kind of spread out the wealth, I think that's only a good thing. But people will disagree on that. That was my idea though. Let me know what you think about it down below, and I'll see you guys again in another crypto video. Take care, everybody.